Hey everybody, Mason here, back with you, and I want to hit the ground running. I want to get rubber on the road when it comes to your health journey, make a distinction of what's actually going to take to unleash the vitality, energy, hormonal balance, nervous system relaxation, and physical potentiation that's inside of you. Are you ready for it? I know I am. I'm really excited. It's really tempting creating a course like this to just be like, throw content and practices at you. Do this, don't do that, don't do this, do that, do this. We've had enough of that, right? I know I personally have had enough of that approach to health. And it's because for me, it lacks a couple of things, and it brings with it a couple of things that I really see after the years I've been doing this is really at the crux of the issue of this lack of health in the first place. So, first thing we want to get down into is be like, what is this stress thing that we're all experiencing? How can we get down to the essence, the core root of what that stress is, and start there? Because that stress it's running rampant. Whatever that is to us, whether that's on an emotional, mental level, on a relationships level, on a physical, hormonal, adrenal level, it's tapping us out, and it is that force that's unpicking that foundation of health within us that's possible that we're here to create. Where's that stress coming from? I'm going to share from my experience where it's coming from in terms of the health journey. I approached the health journey probably the same way a lot of people have. I was out there looking for the solution, looking where's that diet? Where's that perfect diet? What's that health practice? I was always stressed out that I wasn't discovering and finding the best food, best diet, best superfood, best martial art, best yogic sequence. It was just a constant intellectual, mental pursuit for some pedestal best. What that lacked for me was I didn't realize and didn't allow myself to get down to an innate core intention when it comes to health. This word intention is thrown around a lot, and a lot of the time people will be like, right, I'm going to have to create an intention. We think about an intention. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, let's throw that out there. But what I'm going to put forward to you here is that, you've got an inner calling. If you're sitting here listening to this, you've got the inner calling. Where did that calling come from? It's deep embedded into your cellular matrix. There is a seed of intention. And we can take on the metaphor here that we're just this big, beautiful garden that we've got in this body. We've got the opportunity to garden it and let it flourish, if that helps. There's this seed of intention within you. Now, that intention, just like the seed of a tree, has the entire blueprint and possibility for it to sprout and grow into a big grandmother or grandfather tree. Say that seed of intention that's calling in you right now, it has the possibility and everything needed, the blueprint, to become, say, that place of hormonal balance, of energy, that place of feeling real safe and secure in your body because your nervous system can actually soften. That vitality that we all associate with, that vitality when we wake up in the morning, we feel that lust for life and we're up. Maybe it's libido. Whatever it is, there's something in you right now calling to be awakened, sprouted, nurtured, and that's what we're focusing upon. Now, this completely takes out the idea that the solutions for your health are coming from the outside in. And I know even this concept's getting thrown around a lot in the health industry these days, and a lot of industries. All the answers are within. However, how do we access that? How do we really embody that distinction and that awareness? Because then when we do that, the stress rolls off, guys. It really does roll off. And it's going to start becoming a lot more simple, this approach, because you are going to be taking steps, not with your fingers crossed. I hope that professional is right, and I trust them. I'm going to go forward with what they say because they offer these results, and yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully that gives it to me. No. Now what we want to do is we want to make it all these steps that you're taking. We want them to be extremely and powerfully relevant for your body in your life. You're here, you got the pull, you got the call to be on this health path, to potentiate your life and your body, get on that adventure. Now it's time for you to ask where that call came from. What that seed of intention is within you. Where within your body and your cells, what's calling to be nurtured right now. As we're going to start going through the course, we're going to start grounding it in with practices. We're going to be looking at water and some food and herbalism and other kinds of things. Quite often the health approach is like, right, rule-based kind of paradigm. I got to drink this many liters of water, get in the sun for this long. I got to eat this, don't eat that. I've got to do my 10 minutes of breathing practice a day. I got to make sure I take my herbs, and the list goes boom, 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 boom. Now it's fine to have that kind of structure, but not as the not as the leader. That's what's happening in the health realm. It's where a lot of stress in life and health is coming from. That list, those rules, that dogma is the leader in which we set the intention of the way we're walking this path. And now we're going to let that emerge from us going, okay, screw the rules, all that kind of stuff. We're still going to be doing all the water and eating and all that kind of stuff. However, there's this seed inside of you that we're going to water and fertilize and nourish. The water that you're going to be drinking is going to be coming in and teaching you, right, how to sprout it. The food that you're eating is going to be coming in and fertilizing it. The herbs that you're eating are going to create that immunity and that supportive space and that organ strength so that energy and that vitality can grow and emerge within you. But it's yours. The elements are your teachers and your nurturers, absolutely. Friends. You're going to be developing relationships with them. However, they're not giving you anything. They're just empowering you. And you're empowering yourself. So one thing that happens a lot of the time is, because I'm going to be giving you a lot of information, and no way am I going to be like intending to contribute more stress, worry, tension to your lives. And we're going to be talking about tension. We're going to give you a solid, direct reference point of how you can approach this, so no more stress is built on here. Because when you're going to start getting in perception of your body, you're going to feel that tension arise, and immediately you're going to get an indicator for you like, all right, I need to slow down here, I need to speed up there, stop this, start this. That's real health. That's approaching this in a way that's gentle and relevant for you. Because right now you're listening to this, you're the only one that can feel your body. I can't assume to know what's going on internally or what's trying to awaken, what's going to be the most appropriate path. You're the only one that's going to be able to do that. I hope to create an environment and a context and hopefully share from my experiences some information and some wisdom that is going to be very relevant for you, so that then you can be in touch with that self and those seeds of intention within you and go, yeah, you know what? That really lights me up right now. That's really relevant to me, to sprout that little seed, nurture it, let it grow, and then let it get its roots in real nice and deep. When those roots are in nice and deep, you're like, oh, okay, however long it takes, some weeks, some months, some years, then you can kind of walk away and you just come back and tend to it every now and then, those energy levels, that hormonal balance, whatever that is. Now, this is a real beautiful way to approach health. Personally, I find that. You're going to find that if you go at it way too hard and you've got all these little seeds and parts that you're working on your energetics and you're working on like this part of your physical practice and this part of your hormones and this part, like all these different things that are trying to awaken within you. It's going to be too many seeds at once. You're going to be running around. It's going to get stressful and they're just going to all be withering. Let's slow down. Let's give some focus and ensure that as one part of you awakens, as the health begins to flourish and nourish you, give it enough time so its roots get real nice and deep. Then you kind of move on to the next one. You're going to know this because when you walk in that path, there's not going to be any more tension built, no more stress being accumulated. You're going to constantly find that place that's going to be appropriate for you through approaching it in this way. So just check out the notes here for just a little exercise for you to do. It's going to be around you making distinct what those seeds are of intention are that are within you, personal to you, that are asking to be sprouted and nourished and to eventually grow into a big tree of health within you.